Hello my loves, it's Kasha Planarista 101. Today is going to be slightly a different video. So many of you asked me about my work planner. So I use the Work Plus Life planner for my work, and because of the nature of my work, I can't show you my past months. However, I can show you a blank month of how I set up my full month at work or for work. So usually it's extremely functional. There's no decorations or anything like that. So if you are here for the decorations, well, sorry to disappoint, but this video might not be for you. But thank you for joining. Like I said, this is part of my planner, and work is one of those things that is in here, and this is how I handle it. So Workplace Life has this full additional 2 pages in the planning. So what I usually do is take my dot pens and make marks. So for December, I decided to use blue dot pens, and I'm just going to be doing that on the blank page on the right hand side. What I do is I put a brain dump for myself. So anything for my office that is in here is going on a brain dump. I am so sorry for my awful hand. It is unfortunately burned and I can't really cover it. So, because it's healing, and it's healing pretty fast, so hopefully soon enough it will be gone. But for right now, this is what I'm living with. Okay, so let's go ahead and dot these as well, and I'm gonna be doing alternating dots for those, and then the reversed on the other side of this line. So, and that's kind of, I put throughout the month all of the projects and stuff that I'm working on and tasks that I'm working on, and then I process outside of my daily tasks on what I can work on. So let's do the first week, and then I actually will do the whole month. So if you want to stay and see that, go ahead and stay with me. Also, if this is your first time joining me, welcome. I hope you like it here. If you have been here before, welcome back. Thanks for joining. So, as you can see, I am placing full-size boxes on the top. The system that I have created for myself for work in here is very, very simplistic. So, on this side on the top row, all I do is put those boxes, and those are usually my meetings. Because it's end of the month on this side, I am putting a sidebar checklist for all of the end of the month things. I work in healthcare, so I manage a healthcare business. So those tasks are usually very very cumbersome at the end of the month. Anyway, so I'm going to be applying the checklist in here. So like I said, in the box are all of my meetings. And the lower section of this are all of my tasks that I need to remember to do, and so on. So this is where that's coming from. Like so. Okay, so I just added these, and like I said, I write all of my tasks and anything like that in those. All of the appointments go on the top, and the end of the month tasks go in the sidebar. The Saturday and Sunday are usually here for my notes and anything that I need to remember during the week that doesn't pertain to any of these days. Let's say I'm on a phone call and I have follow-up items and they're pertaining to that phone call, I will put notes for and use one of these boxes for my outstanding tasks. So that's kind of how my brain works. I am using Mojo Jojo stickers. I don't use enough checklists to justify how many stickers I buy, so I started doing this for my work planner, and I really love how it works. I might change it between bullet points and checklists, but outside of that, it's pretty cohesive. So then the next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and put another week in December of the same thing. I might do a different color, so this time let's do green. Yeah, let's do green. So I'm gonna alternate those two greens again, the light and the dark, and same thing. So again, for me, I know that time commitments that are time specific are on the top, and anything that is kind of free fall, work on your own time, goes in the checklist. So my days are usually hectic. I have anywhere from 5 to 10 meetings a day on top of regular managing tasks, and then one-on-ones and coaching moments. So all of this stuff happens simultaneously, so it's pretty cool, right, to have all of that happen at the same time and being able to track it. So again, these little checklists, and I will put a time, do a little line, and then write what it is. That's how I do my time commitments in those boxes. So let's say I have a meeting at 11 with AH. I will put 11 a.m. -AH, done. So that's how that would go. And there's weeks that I only work Monday through Thursday. So on those weeks, I obviously reflect that in my schedule as well. Okay, so here we go. Perfect. One more. So that's the true first week of December. We have green. Let's pop this back in. So we have blues and greens. And then let's do that week. And then we'll have one more week to go. Okay, let's do like a blue-gray one maybe that week. So I found this page of like these green and gray, so they're like gray-green boxes, and I really like them. But then when I was actually looking for the checklist to fill this in, I realized that the colors don't match the boxes. So I don't know what happened there, if it's a one-off or a fluke, but they don't match. But again, fully functional, no decorations. This is where I am. So gray and gray, so they don't match, but oh well, right? I can live with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that, and then one more on the other side, and then we'll add the rest of the checklist to that one. And this week will be practically done. Like I said, my setup for work is super simple. I love my decorative planners, but for work, I need to focus. And when I do my beautiful ones, sometimes I look at them and I can't stop. So that's what happens. And this one's a little bit different because, like I said, the boxes don't match. I'm not used to that, but I'm gonna go with the flow. I don't necessarily see the need of taking everything down to match it. Okay, so that's the next week. We have one more week, so I'm going to exactly repeat the process again. So it's going to be the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and add one more box on Friday because I do work that Friday. and I'm just gonna go ahead and put one that's lined. Sometimes I do that and then I won't need a checklist and it'll be a little different. So, or you can add the checklist to it like I did right now. Either way, I'll be using the lines for sure. And then we have one more week, and then we take off after that week. Well, I take off for my paid time off. I take some time off between Christmas and New Year's, so that's practically my last week of work for the year. So for Christmas, let's do reds. I'm definitely going to do red for that one. Again, just putting boxes. They're not perfect, but who cares, right? So I'm going to put them down for work. They're fine. They said I normally don't share this planner. This is what it looks like. Notes are all over. Stickies are all over. There's so much stuff going on. This is like a normal thing for me. So there we go. And let me go ahead and add these checklists like so. And I did red and green for Christmas, obviously, right? So let's go ahead and add those. And then after that, I'll be all done. Okay, so let's add more of the checklists. And then that's practically the end of this plan, and it's a full month. The only thing that changes in this planner is color. And like I said, once in a while I'll do bullet points instead of checklists. So that's the difference, but that's about it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. I really like it. And here we go. That's about it. So I'm going to show you all the weeks again. They look so similar. So we have the Christmas week. This one will be empty. I might add one day because I'll need to go to the office to check something and maybe do like payroll or something, but that's about it. And I'm gonna add like one little sheet to it. Otherwise that week stays as is. And this one is not getting any checklist because there's nothing else to match. So here we go. So that's the Christmas week. And then those are the weeks in December, and that's my brain dump and goal setting. And this is the monthly, and that's it. Thanks for joining. Let me know what you guys think about this, and I'll see you soon for another plan with me. Bye!